Hello,
Yes.
everyone. My name is Laila El-Haddad. I am a Palestinian journalist and writer from Gaza City, currently based in the United States. And I'm speaking with Ms. Najah, a social activist and humanitarian worker in Gaza and head of the women's program in the southern part of the Gaza Strip. Ms. Najah, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and about the program that you run?
My name is Najah. I'm the director of Women Program Center in Rafah. We have many activities for women and children and youth to make them dependent on their self and how to working and to have money to make their life better.
Hello everyone, I'm Mrs. Najah of Mrs. Najah's Kitchen. Thank you so much for opening your hearts and giving to feed families in Gaza. I and my team here make all meals from scratch with love. It means so much to me that you give because I think it's important to give families hot meal because every time hand families their food. It makes me so happy to know they will have at least one delicious meal that day. Many families here need support, especially with COVID damaging and the continued occupation. I hope you will help me ensure this program continues. Thank you.
This was a shock. We don't imagine it will done, but it's quickly and more destroyed, more death people, and everything was quickly. 1 minute, I think how I will help the people who leave their homes. I decided to help them by cooking for him a hot meal and send it by a car from Rafah to Gaza. It was a challenge because no cars, no the people afraid to go out the place who in. But I find some driver he go back Gaza and send the food and ask him to have pictures for the people in the school. He sent it to me. He was encouraged in spite the bomb was in Gaza sky. He go to school and to give the people our hot meal from.
That's amazing. So despite these really dangerous and impossible circumstances, you were still able to have the food delivered. So tell us, we understand how important it was to have these meals delivered during the active attacks. Why is it still important for these families to have these meals prepared and delivered?
I visit some families who destroyed family houses in Rafah. They was in shock. They couldn't think how to prepare or to have their food because they lost everything. Their home, their memories, their everything. You know, if you find yourself in the air, nothing, no place to go to sleep or to eat. After we sent to Gaza, we making in Rafah the hot meal for the people who the occupation destroyed their homes.
My understanding from my last visit to Gaza just over a year ago was that a very limited number of Palestinian families in Gaza are able anymore to afford having more than 1 or 2 meals a day, just one meal a day, I think, right? And they can't afford to have an animal protein like chicken or access to fresh fruits and vegetables. This applies to most of the population, right?
Yes. After the siege about Gaza, the worker no have job
So the siege has, 10 to 15 year strong blockade and siege on Gaza has created such an incredibly high number of unemployed in Gaza and driven people to extreme poverty and dependence on aid handouts and so forth, that it's limited their buying capacity, right? And access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Even if those items exist, they can no longer afford to purchase them on a regular basis or to incorporate them into their daily meals. So when I visited you, I remember you told me how few children are actually able in your area to have hot meal, lunch, or even breakfast. And so this is why Miss Najah's Kitchen, one of the reasons it's so important is that it both empowers women, gives them the training and the skills to teach them how to make do with leftovers and how to conserve food items and how to prepare meals with very little. A lot of these skills have been lost over time, and at the same time employs these women and provides hot meals to families that can usually not afford to have these kinds of meals with an animal-based protein like chicken.
When I visit any home, I like to go to the people by myself and to see how they are happy when I produce the hot meal for them. And ask the mother what you are doing today, especially Friday. As you know, it's a special day. Some women, our mothers, say that making potatoes or rice or spaghetti, surely without any meat
just some basic starches and simple vegetables.
Or tomato, as you like. As you know, we make gallaya.
And gallaya, viewers, is basically a saute of fried tomatoes with garlic and olive oil.
Yes, when I produce the hot meal, you don't imagine the happiness for all the family, which come prepared. Just they open and eat. And I making everything specially. As I buy for myself to my home,